how is everybody on the internet doing today? Hopefully good, because I can't hear you. If I could, that would be weird. Welcome to Tales of Misadventure. We play one-shot and short-form style tabletop games of all types. If you'd like to check out some of those adventures, go to Tales of Initiative's YouTube page and click on the one that says Tales of Misadventure. There's several there now. It's great. There's some awesome ones. And, Whistle Thicket may or may not be coming back, so I'm just saying, go look at it. Go check out the first one. Get up and up on your lore. Before we get too far, Ruben, words.
Words, yes, I have words to say. Tales of Misadventures and Tales of Initiative as a whole continues to be supported by our super cool sponsors like Level 1 Gaming, TA Maps, Fernway Dice, Emberwind, and Day 20 Gaming. Mention Tales of Initiative to receive discounts on all of your orders. Thanks to all of our creators who continue to sponsor our streams, and definitely send us an email or contact us on any social media outlet if you're interested in sponsoring our content and getting shoutouts just like these.
We're sponsored by Buried Without Ceremony? That's cool.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Cool shit, man. Also, did you say something about our merch store, Ruben?
I did not.
Ooh, yeah, we have our own stuff as well. We've still got our rainbow stuff up from Pride, so if you need more rainbow D&D gear, which everybody does, in my opinion, always need more. We have some. We've also got some cute, quirky t-shirts and mugs and stickers and cool shit like that. If you want to support us, go do the thing. And the thing that I'm trying to plug personally, because I think it's dope, is the Storyfinders Guild. Because all adults ever who want to play D&D have one main issue with being able to play D&D, and that is scheduling. And Storyfinders kind of makes it so that you can make your character and just go to sessions that fit your schedule. And it doesn't affect you negatively. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
We're here for accessibility.
Can we play in them?
We do! I play in it, and Anna plays in it, and Ruben plays in it. Danny, Alexi, do you guys have characters?
Not yet. I am working on it.
Do it. I'm playing a sorcerer, and I need more people who will help me not die.
Fair
I'm
enough.
playing a very, very weird off-build artificer, so come check that out.
Yeah, check it out. Let's go.
Got me as a pretentious royal fighter, so you know.
Oh no.
On brand.
More pretentious
Nice.
Yep.
from Anna's characters.
Me?
It's
Usually I never play characters like that, but there's been a string.
There's been a string.
Right.
There's
You're
been
on a roll.
string.
I am, yeah.
There's a mood going about.
They're really, I mean, yes.
No?
I'm just playing spooky bitches recently. Like, that's just, it's the vibe.
That's on
Zero
valid
is a spooky bitch. We love the spooky bitch.
Love spooky
It's,
bitches.
it's legit. It's dope.
Respect.
It's dope as fuck. Yeah. If Winnie dies in Tails Does Tales on Thursday, some sketchy shit's gonna happen that's gonna make her even more of a spooky bitch. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But tonight we have a kind of spooky, very actiony themed Monster of the Week game. It is a sequel to Mach 4 Mania, and this will be the finale of this two-part adventure. Monster of the Week, which is the game that we're playing, is very, very similar to Monster Hearts. Just to give you an idea, you roll 2d6, you have 5 stats, charm, cool, sharp, tough, and weird. You use those to succeed and fail often on different tasks and different skills. Like, you use tough to kick ass. That kind of shit. We are flavoring everything spacey, so there are some things that don't come standard in your Monster of the Week games, but they're fun, so do it. Flavor that shit. Okay.
Yep.
If we're ready to begin, would you spacers like to introduce yourselves, starting with Alexi?
Hi, I play Faire. She is a divine, basically here to make sure that she saves all 8 souls of what she owes. That's kind of in jeopardy at the moment, because all she needs is 3 more. These 3. And let's just say one of them is trying to not be whatever. So this is fun. This is great. This is amazing. So yeah.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Danny.
It's fine.
Hi, I am playing Lieutenant Octavia, medical officer Octavia Locke. I don't know why I thought I was lieutenant. I'm not.
Nope, you're higher than that.
Yes, I am chief medical officer. Who is very upset about a lot of things, but especially at Dr. Mori. This is somehow her fault. I know it.
I mean, it's the last time that was, so. Oh.
I know.
Ruben.
Hi, I am actually a lieutenant. I am the tech engineer of the spaceship, Nicole Westinghouse, affectionately known as Nikki West. She is a stealth slinger, which has been kind of reflavored in a very techno vibe, and has severe PTSD.
A little bit.
Let's see how that goes.
Just a little bit. And Anna.
Hello, I'm Anna, and I will be playing Dr. Lysandra Mori. I'm everyone's best friend right now. I didn't cause any problems. I'm super not on any nefarious deeds whatsoever. No, everything's great. And I am playing the Flake with a couple other chosen abilities, I guess. So we're having fun. All the fun.
Suspicious.
No.
Vicious.
Suspicious. And roll intro.
Perfectly normal.
Da 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 da. There's a lot of judgment happening back here right now. So guys, space is where we are, as we should all know at this point. And returning to our Galaxy Command spacers who are lost somewhere on a strange planet, where they are certain to have their skills tested. They are still reeling in an emotional turmoil after the loss of their captain. And they were in the middle of transporting a very, very dangerous prisoner, Dr. Lysandra Mori, across space when they were wrested out of a full warp travel, which is just about unheard of. Each one was haunted uniquely by their captain's death and were unable to stop this attacking ship. They only saw the darkness as they went unconscious, and then the ground rushing up very, very quickly when they opened their eyes. What they did not see was the Slayer vessel that had intercepted them and dragged their ship to this coliseum of a planet, except for the small shuttle that jettisoned them out towards the ground. With no sign of their ship, the barest signs of each other, and a cargo drop not too far away that could be something helpful and could be terrifying. What will our expert crew members do? Dr. Locke and Lieutenant Faire. You're watching the cargo container fall towards the ground, much like you did. Dropped from the underside of a smaller, kind of like shuttle-like ship that's made of twisty black metal. What are you doing?
Okay, we need to find Nikki, but whatever's in there could be really helpful.
Maybe. What they told me is that, so we know that there are stuff here trying to hunt us. And I need to do something too, so we need to get to the center. So maybe, or maybe we can just, not care about what's ever in the cargo thing and just keep going.
Yeah, but what if that's our stuff? What if that's weapons? We need that. I mean, I have no idea where we are. We're on an alien planet. We don't even know if anything is edible.
Can I look around to see if there's anything edible? And try to eat it?
Eats leaf.
As the ship's doctor, I highly recommend you do not do that.
You're gonna be the one that makes it so that you can't get your souls back.
You know, there's moments where you can tell that we're all D&D people playing a different TTRPG system. This is one of those. Make read a bad situation or investigate a mystery. Roll one of those two.
Let's see. Oh, please be good. An 8.
Okay. Mixed good.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking around and you are familiar with this planet, like you already established in your brain that it is a the hunter homeworld planet where people get kind of pitted against each other to the death. Just different races from all across the galaxy. And so you have some inklings of knowledge, but you're really not sure what's poisonous and what's not. So you pick up this kind of leafy plant that's nearby, give it a little look, and go to put it in your mouth. Does Octavia do anything to stop that?
I will try to smack it out of her hand.
Roll kick some ass.
Okay. Was that tough? Yeah. That's a 13.
Oh,
We're gonna eat that thing, and now your hand kind
Stop
of
it.
stings.
Stop trying to eat things. We don't know what it is.
hey. 1, ow. 2, what the heck? Did you just kick it out of my hand?
I slapped it out of your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that's concerning that you were trying to put it in your mouth. Just don't eat things you don't know what they are. I don't need you to die right now.
How are we supposed to know what is edible and what is not?
We'll figure it out, but how about you don't, like, keel over on the spot if it's poisonous? I don't have any of my stuff. I can't help you.
Solid life
Ow.
advice. To anybody out there watching. Don't put random stuff in your mouth. So, what are
Please
we doing?
don't.
Do you want to
Okay,
just...
so I do have a move in my playbook called I Know My Prey.
Mhm.
Can I try to look around for any sign of Dr. Mori?
You can, yes. So, I guess that would be rolling doop, a boop, a boop. Either for reading a bad situation or investigating a mystery. Because you're looking for kind of like where it is.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna go with investigate a mystery here.
yeah. Where did it go? Yeah, that makes sense.
Seven.
Okay.
So I can ask one. I'll ask where did it go?
There's no clear pathways or anything because you all fell into the forest at different locations. But kind of thinking back to what was going on when you were falling, you think that they fell a little further into the forest, closer kind of up the mountain range from where you are.
Okay.
So you kind of have a rough direction to go in.
Okay.
And it is not quite in the same direction as the cargo drop.
Okay. Okay. So I propose we either go to the cargo drop because I'm assuming that Nikki and Dr. Murray would have seen it too, and they may be headed there. Or I think I remember seeing at least Dr. Murray, if not Nikki, fall a little bit further away from us.
Does make sense. The cargo hold does make sense. I will say that. But we have to be extremely careful of where, how, everything else between. We do not know who is hunting us or what they are. Okay. So whatever I do, you must make sure you do the exact same.
I'm
Okay?
not putting anything that I don't know what it is in my mouth.
It's not that. Not that. I'm trying to do this. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry. Let's go.
Before we head out, is there anything around us that we could maybe use as just a quick weapon? A big stick.
Sure. There's some sticks and stuff. Rocks.
Okay.
Just rocks and sticks.
Rocks and sticks and stuff.
And stuff.
I guess I'll pick
Knives.
up a big stick, sure, and a hefty rock.
Got you. Rocks and sticks and stuffs and dives and dugouts and yes.
Diners and drives.
Yeah.
I started.
Okay. We zoom out a little bit as Octavia and Allison start walking into the forest. Dun dun dun. And back to Dr. Mori, who is wandering around, presumably trying to figure something out.
Yeah, I know. Last time I think I was looking for anything that helped me. I found like rocks essentially.
Yeah, you found rocks. And then there's the cargo container that is falling from the sky.
I think because I have no idea that they're as close to me as they are. Like Nick, I don't know that Nikki's that close. I think I'm going to just try to make my way towards the container.
All right.
Confident that I'm probably more of a monster than anything that would be in there.
Love it. Totally. No inflated ego there.
Nope. I don't know where I would have got that from, but
Nikki, are you like? I know you're tramping through the woods, headed towards Dr. Mori, because we established that, at least. Are you being sneaky at all, or just walking?
I think just because of like that kind of like technological sixth sense, I was basically like, one nose on my finger, one nose or one finger up in the air, spin around and just point in a direction and start walking that way.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm not being exceptionally uh stealthy because again, I don't know what Allison knows about the planet.
Yep.
So I'm not being careful in the sense of like not trying to make noise, but careful in the sense of not trying to like bust my shit.
Gotcha. So Dr. Mori, as you are walking, you hear the crackling of like booted feet through leaves and sticks and hitting rocks, and then whatever Nikki says whenever hitting a toe on a rock, coming from kind of behind you a little ways away.
I'll like hold a rock in my hand and be like, I don't know who's there, but you better show yourself.
Yeah, I come out into the clearing and just like, oh crap, it's you.
My sentiments exactly.
Well, what did you do?
I'm just holding a rock. 'Cause I was assuming I didn't know who was behind me, so if you had like jumped out rather than come out, I probably would have hucked it at you. But so I'm just standing there holding a rock.
No. Like I'm asking, like about the situation. Like,
Oh.
what did you do?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. Did you like get a message out to somebody? Like, I don't. There's no panels inside the cell, so I'm not really sure how you would do that. Do you have some like subdermal communicator that I wasn't able to detect or something?
You think all of this is my fault?
It's not mine.
Well, I can tell you that I had nothing to do with it this time. As much as I wish I had.
Putting it like that, I actually am inclined to believe you. I feel like you're the type of person to take credit for things. Um, what kind of doctor are you again?
More so of the scientific kind. Not as much as your friend, Dr. Locke, right?
So like human sciences, like biological sciences.
Yes. It never started that way, but it definitely
Awesome. So
became that way.
I just start walking towards the container, and I'm like, so effectively useless right now.
I don't see you doing much.
I mean, I have thoughts. Octavia's gonna hate him, but I have thoughts. As I start tearing some of my sleeve um, off my jacket.
What are you doing that for?
Um, Nothing the biological sciences need to know.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming you're not gonna try and kill me.
Well, I figure you would, I don't know, study a wolf that attacks us or something. Better for me.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go find out whatever it was that dropped. Yeah,
Well,
interesting.
guess you're following me then, as I continue to walk.
Yeah. I think I'll
Love
just,
it.
like, walk behind him, or walk behind her and, like, kind of studying the way that she moves in a way. Just, I'm more so out of curiosity than anything else.
I see. I see.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and roll. Investigate a mystery.
Sure.
Yeah, pretty sharp.
Yeah. Sharp. That's an 8.
Ooh. Okay. Um, on an 8, you can ask one of those following questions. So, what kind of are you looking for as you study them?
I think the closest what I'm trying to do is what can hurt it.
Ooh. Ooh. Ruben, do you want to go ahead and answer that question?
Yeah, so as you look Nikki up and down, you notice pretty heavy boots, so probably nothing going on there, able to step across, various terrains and things. But the thing that stands out the most is probably their jacket seems to be a little chunkier than uh than it seems. Like, it's a fairly like small flight jacket, but it just has a presence about it. Um and it seems like it would be hard to penetrate. But other than that, like, she a peoples.
Alright. Thank you.
And there's very likely still a little bit of that red-eyed, kind of puffy upset aura, I would say, from staying up multiple nights, not getting nearly any sleep. Kind of like, I'm on caffeine patches.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten
Like
any sleep for days.
definitely getting to that point where like objective decision making may start suffering at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful to know. Thank you.
You all
Mhm.
tromp through the forest. My biggest question at the moment is Octavia and Allison. Are you guys being a little more stealthy or just hauling ass?
Probably being like really, really stealthy,
Probably. At least
Okay.
trying
making
to.
sure that we're not followed, making sure that, we don't crunch too much sticks and leaves.
Okay. Both of you roll act under pressure.
That is coolest.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6, but you know what? I'm gonna use a luck, so I'm gonna make that a 12.
A luck.
Fair.
That's fair. Let me remind myself.
I rolled an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Octavia's luck special. When you mark luck, you trigger your playbook's luck special. Where in the
Oh, I forgot I have that.
did it go?
The wrong special. When you spend a point of luck, you find a dangerous lead on your prey.
A dangerous lead on your prey. Ooh, fancy. Fancy. Okay. Make sure you mark the luck down.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. I'm gonna have to think on that for a second. But overall, pretty stealthy. I will say that because the average between a 9 and a 12 is like 10 and a half, 11.
Well, it's actually a 10, 8 and 12, so exactly a 10.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say it's all right. It's okay. You guys are doing pretty well. Nothing is jumping out at you as literally jumping out at you, I guess, in this scenario. You do notice as you guys are walking along lots and lots of other tracks. Just all kinds of different creatures have been through here. Probably doing exactly what you're doing right now. And there's at least a few trees, a few piles of like leaves and stuff that clearly at one point had traps set on them. Like clearly another humanoid type person had been here and had set traps to try and survive. And as you guys are walking along, you kind of notice, for instance, that in one of these trap scenarios, it's like a rope around the foot to catch rabbits on Earth. And the rope is just completely eviscerated. All torn up. But nothing's killing you yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does take you a
Beautiful
little
turn of
bit
phrase.
longer to go towards the cargo container than the others, because the others are walking, just kind of walking. And I would like you both to just roll, also just roll a d6.
Three.
Okay.
Also a 3.
Oh my gosh, twins.
Yes.
Love.
Love.
Okay.
What brings us together today?
Twin love.
Being ejected from warp and taken across the galaxy by an alien ship. Okay. It does take
It's
you guys a
kismet.
while. You guys are definitely not moving as fast. But Lieutenant West and Dr. Mori are moving pretty quickly. And you hear probably Dr. Mori. You hear a kind of like crackly crunch sound stalking along beside you in the underbrush. Are you
Interesting.
mm,
Hmm?
do you do anything? Acknowledge it at all?
Um, can I? If I hear it, I want to try and see if I can't kind of just avoid it, like clock it enough that I know where it is, but not really bring any attention to it.
It is very clearly stalking you.
Cool. I try to avoid it.
You kind of zigzag, walk a little bit away, walk a little closer to Nikki even. It's still there.
Hmm.
Just crunching along.
Interesting. I will mention it to Nikki. Look, I know you don't trust me, but there's something following us.
I look up from my arm. Huh? What?
There's something tracking us.
Okay. I stop for a second, take a quick look around.
You don't see or hear anything.
Space madness? I start walking a little. I mean, you were alone for quite a while, right, Nayo? And then, not a lot of interaction in a prison cell.
I mean, I would think I was more alone on the planet than I was in the cell. Your friend liked to bug me quite a bit.
Who, Allison? I mean, she's a talker, but I don't think she would really bug
No,
you.
the doctor.
Octavia? Huh. Weird. And I'm playing around with my arm communicator thingamajigger. Um, it's typically connected to the ship and then connects all of us, and I'm assuming the ship is out of range, so how is the functionality of this thing?
It is functional on your arm. Like it lights up, but it's kind of like having a cell phone in the middle of a national forest.
Right.
Um, like you could probably play Snake on it if you wanted to, but there's no
Gotcha.
real connectivity. The tools
Other
that you
than
would
that.
normally use on things are kind of not useful when surrounded by trees
Mhm.
and rocks and nature.
Eh. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, if you say something's following us, like I don't hear anything, I don't see anything. I mean, I don't know what to do for you in this case, but can you staunch bleeding?
What?
I just asking, just wondering. Can you staunch bleeding? It not a very deep cut or anything, but
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
Are you
um
okay?
yeah, I'm good. Just I mean, if something's following us, I think we're like I look down at your hand, I think we're gonna need more than a rock to do something about it.
If I had more than a rock to do something about it, I would do something with it. But
Yeah.
thank you.
Um I want to try something. I want to try and use my teeth to essentially gain access to my subdermal things so that I can rewire it. So it's something useful.
You're trying. You
Oh,
want to rewire the things that are surgically implanted in your body by medical professionals and intertwined with your nervous system
Yes.
in the middle of a
no.
forest.
Yes.
I might not have to do anything here anymore.
So, Lieutenant West just starts to gnaw on their arm.
What? What are you doing?
Uh, this is what I'm gonna need you to staunch in a second. Hold on.
Look, I may not like you, but I don't think this is a smart decision at all.
Oh no, not smart, just intuitive. I will take however much harm I need to for this.
Yeet.
All of it? All of the harm?
This can this be like basically just like use magic
That would
or
be way too
something?
kind to you.
That is fair.
There is use big magic.
Yeah, big magic.
That would. Most of the things with big magic are.
Like
It's more complicated.
time intensive, yeah.
I will say roll sharp.
Sure. Okay. +1. Let's go. Do they have anything else that could help? I don't think so.
What a fitting song.
You know, I haven't used any luck.
That's true.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
use
do
luck.
that.
I'm just gonna use luck. Yeah, it's a 12.
Lovely. You definitely recognize that this is a very stupid move as your teeth cut into your skin.
Oh yes.
Like, this might be a thing that kills you. Um, roll. But, like, you know where everything is. So, roll weird
hmm
for the doing of things.
Of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
6, 7, 8 plus 2. 10.
10. And then the last thing that I want you to do is
Huh.
roll kick some ass.
Kick some ass? Okay. I'm gonna assume that it's not my normal one, which I normally do with magic. So,
Yeah.
or I normally do with wounds.
This is
with
with your
tough then,
teeth.
right?
This is with your teeth against your skin.
This is with my teeth. That is a 5.
Okay. So you know where the things are, you know what they do, you know how they do what they do. You're smart enough to at least tourniquet and
That's why I had like torn my sleeve off before.
and like you know several of these things. When it comes to actually doing it, you bite into your skin and it hurts very badly. And you are bleeding everywhere because it is integrally tied into all of the nerves in your arm.
Yeah,
You are
it's deep.
destroying your muscles. And because you said you rolled a 5?
5 on tough.
5 on tough? Yeah. You literally lose consciousness before you're able to do anything with the knowledge.
Mhm.
And you will take 2 harm.
Got it. Worth.
So Nikki just kind of looks at you with like this like cold intelligence in her eyes. And you can see like that she's tracing over some kind of map almost.
Uh-huh.
And then she rips into the skin and tries to futz with it, but clearly wasn't like knew that it would hurt but wasn't expecting it to hurt as bad as it did, and then passes out, literally bleeding. Ishuba Hadu.
I think because I know she's not the one that has a major vendetta against me at the moment and probably won't kill me, hopefully. I will go and, against what would be considered to her better judgment, help Nikki as best as I can to not die.
Okay. So roll. You can roll help out. You can roll act under pressure. You can roll use magic. Any of those three.
Let's do act under pressure. That's cool. That's cool. That's great. Great. Love that for me. Alright. So that is a 7.
Love it.
Uh-huh.
So you can save her life, but you're going to have to tie that tourniquet around her arm much tighter than it already is, and you know how the nervous system works and blood supply, and she's gonna lose that hand and very likely blame you for it. For those of you who don't know, act under pressure, if you roll a 7 to 9, the keeper, that would be me, is going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. So that is...
I will take the price of being blamed, as everyone already blames me anyway.
That's fair. You cinch that shit real tight, and it becomes very clear that blood flow literally stops to that arm. You are gonna have to probably find somewhere to cut it off very soon if you don't want it to start going all necrotic-y grossness.
Mm-hmm.
But now you have... I mean, at least Nikki's not, like, heavy. She's very light. Individual.
Don't want to try and do it.
Passed out at your feet.
Yeah. I think I just question why on earth I would have done this. Because there's no reason for it to. But just something in her said that she should. And try to see if I can't find something that's sharper to help the situation.
Best bet's gonna be the cargo container. It's the only thing you've seen that's not...
Okay.
Sticker or rock.
I know. Well, then knowing that, can I... if I have a hold on read a bad situation, I can just use it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see what my best way out of this is? Because I know we still have something stalking us.
Yeah. And now there's blood. So...
yeah.
Your best bet is, even if there is something more dangerous at the cargo container, you know that everybody else saw it too. So the likelihood of maybe finding somebody who would be able to help, or an item that could help you, your chances of success are going to be higher if you get the fuck out of there soon.
Okay.
Because the way that the thing sounded stalking you, it was very calm, measured, predatory. It was very... Like, now that one of you is down, it's kind of amazing that it that it hasn't jumped out yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You
I'll
still
start.
kind of feel it watching.
I will start making my way towards the container then.
So I was gonna say that Dr. Mori and Lieutenant West got there first, but at this point, Octavia and Allison, you walk up on this cargo container, not just darting out there, but like you see it, and you see how fucking big it is. It is definitely not just supplies. That wouldn't even make sense. There's also a couple of these weird, almost cat-like, like jungle cat-like things. They have muscular bodies that are completely black, and a little shiny. Two tails that come out the back that look like they have barbed kind of suckers at the end. And there is just like this greenish kind of something dripping from their mouths, their stingers, their claws. And they are also trying to open this container. And it sounds like there's something bigger inside.
Oh, fantastic.
Do you want to just let them open it and just let them go at it so that we can just get it afterwards?
Maybe?
It seems that you're right, but I was also right. So
Yeah. Yeah, we have nothing. There's no way we can even take one of those things, let alone all of them and then whatever's in there. So maybe we should just find like a tall tree to hide in or something.
oh well. Crap. Forward. So you remember how I can fly, right?
Yeah.
Well, basically transport us to like someone that we know,
Oh,
and that's Nikki, or what's her
wait,
face, Mori.
why didn't we do that earlier?
Well, because that way, once we get them, we can come back here, place where I've been, which is, this cornucopia type shit.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, that's probably a good idea. You
Yeah.
can take me, right? Or
Yeah, I could take you. I can only carry one person. So whenever I get there, I'm gonna have to take somebody back. So.
okay. Well, I mean, hopefully they're not too far off, and we could just walk back.
Well, here's the thing. Do you want to go with me, or do you want me to go alone and bring back somebody?
I don't like the idea of splitting up more.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just take me with you. Hopefully it's not too far off, and even if it is, if we can figure out a way back here, maybe they'll have opened it and left by the time we get back.
You ready?
Yeah.
Don't throw up. Okay.
I'll do my best.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna pick her up. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Plus weird, right?
Yep, I think so. Okay.
Yep.
That's so weird. You know what? No, I'm gonna use my luck special. I'm gonna spend a luck point.
Alright.
We might as well, right?
Yeah,
Now that we all remember it exists.
Yep.
yeah,
Right?
Yep.
We only have today, so we can just burn them all.
yeah. Basically,
So we do that, and then Raz is like, "You guys want to play with these characters again?" We're like,
We can
Can I
have
have
a
my
like
luck
what
podcast
happened
together
last
one
time
time.
too.
"Oh,
Okay.
So, suddenly, you are scooped out of space, almost. And you are trying to teleport to Dr. Mori.
Nikki.
Okay,
So yes."
so yes,
Yes.
you kind of you spend. It seems like slightly too long in a kind of like a liminal space, like a space that's between spaces, wherever it is, however it is that you go from one spot to the next and blink out and blink in. It's that space. And it almost feels like there's no target. But then finally everything kind of spins over on its head and you are spat out underneath some trees. And you see Dr. Mori with Nikki like slung over her back, kind of like just walking forwards, and there's clearly blood all over the place.
Oh shit, what happened?
I put Nikki down and like back up. I didn't do anything. First of all,
Okay, like
Yeah.
we even believe that. I'm gonna
I
go
kinda
check
do.
on Nikki. Oh, whatever.
Okay, you're checking on Nikki.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Well, first I'm gonna see if she's breathing
Fair.
and
Fair
just
dues.
like check
She-
out how bad, like where the blood's coming from and how bad it is.
It is like she is breathing very shallowly. The blood is stopped, like it's a little darker. It's not like gushing out at the moment. And you see the darkened, blood flow restricted arm with teeth marks in it and a couple of wires kind of like hanging out of the flesh.
What the fuck? What the fuck happened?
she tried to do whatever was on her arm. Wanted to do something with it. I don't know.
What?
Damn it, Nikki. Okay,
Blood on
I do
Nikki's
believe
mouth,
that.
so it was in fact also definitely Nikki's mouth.
Oh, god damn it.
She's gonna lose this arm, and it's just a matter of time of it turning necrotic and threatening her life further.
Nikki, you dumbass. Okay. I am going. Do I have anything on me that can help at all?
I would say that like maybe the smallest of like pocket first aid kit type things, like some band-aids, some little alcohol swabs, just kind of
Just
whatever.
throw a band-aid on it, it's fine.
It's a doctor's pocket, you know, like teachers always have like sticky notes, pens,
Would it
at all.
would it have just been something like they just forgot to take off of me? Or is it like stuff deliberately left on us?
It's stuff that like was in your pocket, like small enough, not dangerous enough, I guess. Like the most innocuous medical supplies. Like there's a small roll of gauze in one of your pockets. There's a few band-aids, some alcohol wipes,
Okay.
maybe a couple of other things that I can't think of right now because I'm not a doctor.
It's all good. Okay, I think this will be up to you then. I do have a move called DIY surgery.
Okay.
When you do quick and dirty first aid on someone, including yourself, roll plus cool. On a 10 plus, it's all good. It counts as normal first aid, plus stabilize the injury and heal one harm. On a 7 to 9, it counts as normal first aid plus one of these, your choice. Stabilize the injury, but the patient takes minus one forward. Heal one harm and stabilize for now, but it will return as 2 harm and become unstable again later. Heal 1 harm and stabilize, but the patient takes minus 1 ongoing until it's fixed properly.
I think you can do a modicum of that. Like you can clean the wound as best you can and try and wrap it up. But it's definitely a ticking time bomb of a wound. So go ahead and roll for your first aid.
Yeah, it's a 7.
What was the 7 to 9?
It counts as normal first aid plus 1 of my choice.
Okay.
So I think
It'll heal 1 of the harm.
Yeah. And then I will take.
Well, that's if they heal a second harm, it comes back as 2 harm later.
I think I might heal 1 harm, so 1 more harm, and stabilize, but the patient takes minus 1 ongoing until it's fixed properly. So minus 1 on everything.
Minus 1 forward?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will
What
go
did you get, a 7?
Huh?
You got a 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will go so far as to say -2 forward, just because of the severity of the injury. But for now, Nikki is stable. The wound is clean, which means it's not gonna go all gangrenous too quickly.
Just pour like the entire little bottle of alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Briefly, for the briefest of moments, Nikki, you come back to consciousness, scream a little, and then fall back out of consciousness.
You did this to yourself, Nikki.
Didn't hear that.
It's in there. You're trapped in your own subconscious right now. Like you're like in your brain. There's nothing but darkness, and like being in a science class where you know the formulas, but they don't come to you, and the teacher keeps telling you that they're wrong, and then suddenly the captain is behind you and is judging you and saying, "Oh my god, you're awful, you could have done more." Like, it's just a hellish nightmare.
This is one of those I should have come to class without my pants days.
Yeah, right. It's like
I would have done better.
internal maze, but I mean, she's Nikki's not dying, so that's good. Yeah. But that noise was loud. And the sound that you heard, Dr. Mori, does come back. But first, I want to know what Lieutenant Faire was doing throughout that.
Basically, she's just like blinking, like, what? She bit her hand, bled to death, not alive. She was carrying her. Came here. Yeah, I missed a lot. Huh. And then just like, oh crap, no way, we're being hunted. Okay. And so she's like trying to pace and just looking around to check if anybody has followed or anybody has smelled like blood, and just like kind of like looking close to the ground, looking up at the sky, trying to like very, very just anxiety driven.
The cargo container is not too far away, so the
Mhm.
likelihood that all of them smelled the blood, very high. And you do also notice the crunchy kind of sound of somebody or something stalking through the underbrush. You and Dr. Mori both kind of.
I immediately just do this, and I'm going towards it, just like, okay, do not move, do not say anything, do not make a sound. And I'm just going towards it.
Okay. Roll. Roll act under pressure, both of you.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yep.
That's a 9.
Okay.
Oh, nope, 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 luck. That was a 3, now it's a 12.
Mark that down.
It is.
Oh, we
You
can
go.
activate our luck afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you are very calm and collected, and you're like, "Shh, don't talk," to Dr. Mori, who then immediately is just like really wasn't even making sounds anyways. It's a little eerie, little weird, considering the bleeding out and the things and the stuff and everything that is happening. Just a little empty on that note. And then you stumble forward through the brush, flat on your back, and you look up into the barrel of a shotgun. And then a woman in a very, very dirty white t-shirt with some, like, kind of torn up cargo pants, short curly hair, and a couple of scars, cocks the gun as she pulls it back. What do you think you're doing, making this much noise and fuss when they're over there?
You know,
Allison, you should know better.
yeah, Jesus. Why the gun? Oh god. Okay.
And to make sure
Thank
you were
you.
you. Speaking of,
You could.
immediately crouches down and kind of like prods a little at like your windpipe, feeling down into where your like rib cage kind of folds. Okay. You haven't been infected.
The fuck? The what? What?
These beasts. I figured you would know. They use
No,
humans
what?
as breeding grounds.
You. They did not tell me that. Oh my god.
And
Great.
this
Thank you.
is Lieutenant Kippley, who is one of your best paladins. She's part celestial, but part human.
Hmm.
She looks like she's
Thank
been having
you.
a rough go of it. Now,
Dude, how long have you been here?
I don't know. Too long. But I think I know a way out now that I have help. And then she looks over at the rest of the people over there. Why are you... This seems like, you're gonna die.
Yeah, you remember those 3 souls that I need?
Mm-hmm.
You were looking at them.
Well, I'll do what I can.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Look, there's a base that we can go to. It's overrun by those creatures.
And you
But
want to
there's a
go to
ship
it?
there.
Never mind.
Important.
Mm-hmm. There's a ship there. But we do need whatever is in that cargo crate. It's probably got whatever materials they stripped off of you guys before you fell.
Did you at all see like the ship that we were on? And I kind of like stood up and kind of like dust myself off, just kind of like staring at her.
The ships, they take him to the mothership, as far as I know.
There's more. Great.
They'll probably rip it apart for parts.
A ship. No.
Mm-hmm.
Ship with
No.
the captain on it.
The captain.
With the captain.
Oh god.
Still
But the engine. I mean, the captain, yeah, but the engine.
But
Nikki,
Billy.
you're passed the fuck out. Shut up. Yeah.
Not Billy.
Not Billy! Billy, wake up! It's,
Yelling profanities as it's getting taken apart, probably.
well, I guess we should go get the ship, huh? To get out of here.
Okay, I kind of get up and I envelop her in a hug.
She like freezes for a minute and then hugs back. We need to
You
go.
smell-
Where are we going? Where do we go if we
You
get out of here?
smell. Of course I fucking smell. You know what I smell like? Not something that's getting hunted right now. Not like blood.
Yeah, you're right. Come on.
Yeah. The rest of you, except Nikki, because Nikki is still passed out, see this very attractive, honestly, kind of butch figure walk out with the shotgun in one hand, the white, torn up, kind of like tank top, t-shirt situation, the ripped and stained cargo pants, And there are several weapons that she's got on her as well. She tosses a rolled up kind of bag over to you, Allison. Divvy these out. Y'all can't be walking around here with no weapons.
Keep my babies. And I just go inside and I just like start rummaging.
There are, let me look at this list of weapons, because I knew that this wasn't happening. Ooh. The best thing that could have ever happened is you used that level up feature.
Mm-hmm.
You used that level up feature at the end of the last game, so I could think about this. Haha.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
There are there's a kind of like a electric katana situation. And I will give you the details for that. There are like a handful of throwing knives. They seem to be just regular blades that have been picked up. All kinds of knives just fashioned into throwing weapons. There's a laser pistol, but it only has about 10 charges on it. There's a kind of glowing with radiant energy knife. Looking at it, you notice the holy symbol of your celestial people on it. There is a whip that looks like it's had like some barbed wire shit kind of stuff like wrapped around it, so it's now a barbed whip. And then on her, you see the shotgun, a laser rifle, and a flamethrower kind of slung off of her back. And you have no idea how she's carrying all of this, because honestly, she's pretty, like, compact as a person. But them muscles, man, they be rippling. You're welcome.
Amazing.
Okay. I'm going to like keep the knife and the sword. I'm going to toss the gun. I can't believe I'm doing this to Mori.
Hey. I was hoping for knives, but I'll take it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm taking the knife. No. And then I'm gonna go up to Octavia and like, okay. Whatever happens, do not use this unless you have to. And then I'm giving her the razor.
The
The
razor whip?
lasers.
Or
Yeah.
the laser sword?
The barbed wire whip.
The barbed wire whip.
Yes.
Okay.
Who gets the laser sword?
Me do.
Me do.
I want
Me.
throwing knives. I want to try and take them,
Okay.
please.
Are you asking for them?
Yeah, I'll go up to her and be like, look, if I wanted to kill one of you, I would have already. If I have to fight something, I at least want to fight with something that I'm good at.
Then kind of look at her, then look at Kippley, then look back at her. You would rather have knives than a gun.
Better with knives.
Do you want to trade? I'll take the gun.
I just hold out my hand.
Put the gun in her hand.
I pocket it and I just handed her the knives.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I think overall what happened here is the gun is going to Octavia
Yeah, I'm
But I'm
giving
talking
the
to
gun
her,
to
so I just
Octavia.
handed it to her.
Okay.
and the whip and the knives are with Dr. Mori.
Cool.
Dope. Cool.
What kind of gun is
So,
this? Handgun?
It is
Laser.
yeah, it's a laser pistol. It's only got 10 rounds. It's close. Sorry. My throat just got all dry.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm really glad that you gave them to me nicely, Alexi, because I didn't want to have to do the things I was gonna do.
I mean, she's like, okay, I need my souls. I need them to stay alive. I'm going to give them what they need, but I also have the power to immediately just destroy them. So, be
Okay. The
stop
laser
it.
pistol does 2 damage. Its tags are close and loud. The laser katana. Where did it go? It's right up here. The laser katana does 2 harm on normal creatures, but it does 4 harm against the cat-like aliens with acid blood. Those things.
Yikes.
So just make sure you write that down because it's specific.
Okay.
And its tags are close and I think for this messy and yeah, no, I think that's it. Close and messy.
Okay.
The whip does 3 damage, 3 harms. Its tags are hand because it's close hand stuff. Area messy.
Sweet.
What am I missing?
The throwing knives are
The
just throwing
knives.
knives, right?
The throwing knives are just throwing knives.
Cool. I already have that stat.
Dope.
She had them in the last game, but everyone took them away from her. I don't know why.
We done?
Yeah, it's a mystery.
You never know.
Okay.
You didn't
Wishes not
literally
grenades.
stab our captain with them.
Hey,
Huh. Gee. Wild.
who would have thought? You have no proof.
And assuming that Nikki is on the ground, Kippley walks over, takes out a canteen, and just shoves this liquid down her throat. Nikki, you wake up with a spluttering cough as it feels like your throat, your nose, your mouth is burning. Like this is
Oh
the
god.
worst gasoline type alcohol to ever have alcohol.
Amazing.
But you're awake.
I just kind of like still laying there, look around. What I miss? Hey, you guys are here. Who are you? Oh, I'm not done yet.
No, you're done.
I look down to my arm.
You're
Go
done,
and do it.
Nikki.
It was honestly kind of
Uh,
impressive to watch, in a way.
sounds horrifying. Don't do that again. That was dumb, Nikki.
Well, I mean, we were being stalked by something, so we had no weapons other than rocks.
So you're gonna make yourself pass out?
Option.
The passing out wasn't the goal, but it happened anyway.
She flips the shotgun around and sticks the butt of it kind of like in your chest, waiting for you to like grab a hold of it with your good arm. That's
Mhm.
the other thing you notice is you cannot use your other arm at all.
Can I like raise and lower it or no? Like
From the
just
shoulder.
like from the okay.
From the shoulder, there's like kind of a weird numbness.
Mm-hmm.
But she gives you the shotgun and says, I think this might be the thing that I'm least concerned about you with, because if you try to shoot yourself, you'll die.
Wait, what? I grabbed the shotgun to Laura to help me up, at the very least.
That's fair. And then she looks at all of you and does the little like, let's go. Quietly.
Where did you even come from?
I have a cave.
Stalking us for a while.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know if I
Oh,
could
it
trust
was
you.
you stalking us?
Yeah.
So I did this for nothing?
You did it for nothing regardless.
You did
Well,
that for nothing, regardless.
I didn't do it for nothing regardless, but also
How functional is your arm?
inconsequential at the moment.
Right. You're crazy. You're also crazy, but for a different reason. You seem sane enough. And I know you. Let's go.
Yep.
I'm just gonna like. Go ahead.
Oh, you can go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say something stupid. Okay.
I guess as we're walking, and pull Dr. Murray aside a little bit. Say, Mori.
What?
I don't say this lightly, but thank you for keeping Nikki alive.
Yeah. She asked. It's doing something stupid.
Yeah, she does that. But you could have very easily just left her there and you didn't, so thank you.
If I want someone to die, it's because I want them to die for my reasons by my doing that from some stupid decision they did.
Okay, you're crazy again. Alright, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Walk off.
That's fair. That's fair. You all kind of walk
Not a
or
person.
hobble, as it were, back up to the clearing that the cargo container had landed in, and it does appear that the locks on the container were melted through with some kind of acid. There are a couple of bodies of the interesting cat-like aliens. For reference, what I'm picturing is a displacer beast mixed with the aliens from you know what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For reference. And
As soon as you describe the tentacles, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it.
their bodies are like kind of sizzling a little. as they decompose, and the acid like dribbles off of their skin. The cargo container appears to be open, and there appears to be nothing right here. Kippley looks up. Shit. I hope that's not the
What?
mama.
Oh, don't. I hate this place. The mama. What? Okay. Can you please tell me what the heck you know about these things? Because all they told me was that they were hunters.
Alright. So, she takes you into the cargo container first, before launching into this.
Mhm.
Because there's all of your normal supplies. Some of
Mm-hmm.
it is torn up, some of it's strewn about. But there's an amalgam of useful things that are in there. Like, feel free, if there's anything in particular that you're wanting, do feel free to ask if it's there, and I'll tell you whether it is or is not. But there's kind of the armory contents of the ship, but it's been tossed into boxes and is in this container. There are also like kind of pools of that acid blood just eating through the metal as if it is paper. Everything just kind of has like a stink to it. But she does pull you all around and gives you this really, really quick and dirty description of what's going on here. This planet is like, it kind of belongs to what is known as the Slayers. They are probably the apex hunters in the galaxy. Like, the top tierest apex hunters. This planet is where they drag whom they see to be the strongest of several different species. They dump them all here and literally watch to see who comes out the winner. And then they go and they kill the winner.
Fun.
'Cause it's like a whole competition thing. It's like proving that they're the best over and over and over again. And there's lots of different places that they've kind of like put smaller kind of grounds for this. There's a couple places on Earth even that were discovered that were ancient ritual sites where they would breed these other things that I still have not thought of a name for, but I'm gonna call them Displacer-morphs for now.
Amazing.
Yes, Displacer-morph. There we go. Where they bred these Displacer-morphs in human bodies because they need a host in order to procreate. And like use that as a challenge to like kill all of the Displacer-morphs that then cropped up. Like, it's really wild. It's wild. It's stupid and cyclical, but fits for a super, super predatory species that respects the hunt and respects the power of surviving above all. And you are here on this planet that is their game world. Basically, a game ranch for a hunter.
Amazing. Fantastic.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause this for like a little water break. My dog is whining and I want to figure out why.
Fair.
So we will be
Okay.
right back. Don't go anywhere. And we're back.
Well, yeah, no, I'm crazy. But, like,
Yes, exactly that. Everybody is okay-ish at the moment. We're gonna play the game and have
Let's go.
fun. Is what we're gonna do. Okay.
It is.
So, what's going on has been outlined. What you need to do has been outlined. You need to get into that old base of operations that's been overrun. Kippley seems to have some schematics. Also, Nikki, you're able to connect like the technology, having all of your tech in the same space. Like you're able to kind of like work it so that the data that's been reading from everybody's bio link weapons stuff, like the technology that's kind of embedded,
Mhm.
the stuff that's been reading from the area around mapping, all of that kind of stuff, it's easy enough to connect to them so that you get a fuller picture of where you are. You get a working map. You get kind of a little bit of a knowledge base going on what these creatures are, what might hurt them. You get the scans that Ripped Kippley has of
Ripped Kippley.
Ripped Kippley has of the base, and there's a handful of ways to sneak in. But if there is a mama Displacer-morph around, those are like really hard to take out.
Bad news bears.
Bad news.
Bears.
Bad news swears.
No.
But yeah, I would say that you kind of have all that you need. The one thing that's bogging you down, bugging you, I don't know. I tried to say two things at the same time. Dr. Locke, is Nikki's arm looks like it's deteriorating, even though you kind of like stop it from getting too infected. So something needs to happen there.
Hey, can I borrow that laser sword really quick?
Maybe. Why?
Because I have to do a really quick amputation, and it'll cauterize it immediately, so Nikki will be fine. And their rest of their arm won't fall off, and they won't go into sepsis and die. So, because infection, because it's already infected. Because she was stupid and bit her own arm off.
Human mouths, everybody. Human mouths.
Human mouths.
Brody.
You know, I would have given it to you, and if you didn't say that, so here you go.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Equipped with a laser sword now, I will give you a +2 forward on whatever action it is you are making with it, and I will also say that you can use whatever you would normally use for your medicine type checks.
I guess I could use another DIY surgery, if that
Okay.
works, or unless you want me to do just a regular heal.
No, I mean DIY surgery should work. It should be perfect. Should be basically exactly the thing that's happening right now.
Okay.
Full description.
Kippley walks over and folds up a leather belt and hands it to you, Nikki. Just
Sweet.
bite down on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can someone hold Nikki's arm out?
I ain't touching it.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright. I will try to make this as quick, and it's gonna be painful. I'm sorry, I can't make this any painless. I can't at all. Alright.
Kippley pours some more of that moonshine stuff over the
I mean, to be
arm.
fair, I
Seems like
can
Resident Evil.
I can hardly feel anything in that arm anymore. But yeah, let's go.
As Nikki is rambling, I'm just gonna cut the arm off.
I love it.
Well, she's distracted.
What do you roll for DIY surgery?
Plus cool, which I did, and I got an 8 plus 1 is 9, and you gave me a plus 2. So that's 11.
Dope. Yeah, easy enough. Suddenly, Nikki is less half an arm. A nice, clean, smells a little like steak.
Oh no, I'm all of a sudden the main character of a certain franchise who canonically they all lose one hand.
Who? What? No.
Yeah. Yeah. Your hand, it's on the floor suddenly. There's an intense amount of pain. You almost pass out again.
Yep. It's alright,
Yeah.
Nikki.
Well,
Stay with me.
I like eyes kind of clenched like through gritted teeth. While you're there, kind of pull out some of the wiring.
Oh my god. Fine, Nikki. Oh my god.
Just a little. It's still nervous system material. Like it's important.
I will try to pull out all the technology.
With an 11, you can at least harvest whatever is in the unattached arm part.
Yeah, I'm just looking for like some of like the neurofibers.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that's it. Yeah.
You could definitely get some neurofibers from your cut off arm that's now laying in front of you on the ground.
Beautiful.
Easy enough. They're a little slimy.
You.
And very, very fine.
Yeah.
I will take the piece of Nikki's jacket that was being used as a tourniquet to wrap it.
Dope. And there is some stuff that is medical grade that you can pretty easily find to try it and make it nice and then
As clean as possibly
possible.
can out in the woods.
Yeah. Well, and we are main characters here in a basically what is a supernatural space western at this point.
Basically.
So it's fine. None of you are wearing red shirts.
Yeah.
Y'all are good. Kippley gives you guys sorry, go ahead, Anna.
No, I was just laughing at what you said.
I think Dr. Mori might be wearing a red shirt. I think.
Red with blood.
Right?
There we
Red
go.
with the
There we
blood
go.
of the innocent.
And also mine.
Yes, and also
Yeah,
yours.
mostly. I think at
Mostly
this point,
mine.
mostly Nikki's.
Mostly Nikki's blood. Dr. All of you. Kippley pokes her head back in after doing a little perimeter looking, the sky is a little wild, because one of the suns is set, but the other one appears to be not as fast at setting, which is weird and interesting because it's definitely darker, but it's not as dark as it should be, but everything is kind of red tinged because of the red sun that's hanging out back there. So it's sort of a dusky nighttime. And Kippley is like, you got about 30 minutes, and then we need to move out of here. Because if we go in and it's completely dark, we're operating at a disadvantage.
I think we should be good to go. I'm gonna hand back the laser sword.
I'm gonna see if there's like a crowbar or something like that to start popping some of these crates open, and like just sling a duffel bag over my shoulder and just start scooping like raw material and stuff in, like, because if it came from the armory, they probably grabbed a lot of like the random stuff that I was working on.
There's also stuff you guys don't recognize at all.
Oh, really?
Random
Anything
alien
super
tech
interesting? I think I'm gonna pocket a couple of things.
Just there's definitely some stuff in here that's like a weapon model, for instance, that you've never seen before. A couple of technology kind of devices that clearly attach to weapons that are in some kind of runic language that you don't understand. Stuff like that.
Yeah, throw all that in a duffel bag.
For sure.
Okay.
And then we head out.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab all of my stuff. Is there any like protective here?
So
other than what we would have had like on us?
There's none of the like normal spacesuit type gear that you wear that is like somehow like this weird carbon fiber metal weave that is light but also protective. But there's a couple of like bracers, some shin guard type stuff. And when Kippley comes back, point of note, because that was the next thing that was going to happen, is she hands each of you it's almost just kind of like the skin of the Displacer-morph has been stretched over like the bark of a tree or something, so it's a little bit like a shield. And this will help you not get hit by the acid damage from slicing them open.
Sweet. Okay.
Very cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you each end up with one of those.
Dude, you're weird. My crush on you is grown. Stop it.
I just survive. I don't know why.
I guess if there's any extra armor, I'll hand it to her. Since she doesn't seem to have any.
She definitely doesn't seem to have any, but also seems fine.
You're right.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
It's weird.
She's so badass. She does not need it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
She just seems she's just a badass, man. Walking around here in like a t-shirt and some cargo pants and holding 3 heavy weapons.
Alright.
It's wild, honestly. It's very hot. She's a very sweaty person, also.
Hot.
Always glistening. Just always glistening.
Glistens.
How are we supposed to get
Allison is
anything?
drooling.
Surprise! The Monster Hearts is today.
Yay!
Surprise!
Okay, so she takes you through the forest. And what I would like is for everybody to donate a skill of some kind. Like, make an argument for an applicable skill to the infiltration of this, like, hive, evidently.
I will donate one of my moves, Jinx.
Ooh.
You can encourage coincidences to occur the way you want. Roll plus weird on a 10 plus hold 2, 7 to 9 hold 1. On a miss, the keeper holds 2 over us, to be used in the same way. And there's a bunch of options. Interfere with the hunter, which don't want to do. Help a hunter, giving a +1 forward. Interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do. Inflict a harm due to an accident. Find the target finds something you left for them, or the target loses something that you will soon find.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, that's 9 on the dice plus weird. That's 2. That's 11.
Ooh. What would you...
So
How would you like that coincidence to go? Like, of all the things that could happen, what is
so
the
we're
most ideal?
trying to get into this place,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully without getting detected. So what one I have hold 2, so one of them I want is um that I'm going to say the monster, the queen, gets stuck somewhere because it's so big
Okay.
and so like interferes with its progress. And then I want to um um I want um to help a hunter. So I'm gonna help Kippley give her 1 forward
Love it. Perfect.
whenever she interferes with the enemy.
Noted. I will write that down. Who else has something to add?
I can use or donate the move Never Again.
Okay.
In combat, you may choose to protect someone without rolling, as if you had rolled a 10 plus, but you may not choose to suffer little harm. So I am put in harm's way, but I can choose all impending danger is now focused on me. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back. So I guess whatever is happening, that'll be what's most.
So, as you are kind of like fighting your way through some of this underbrush, this forest, and then into kind of like where the base is, there's definitely some of the smaller displacer morphs. And I will say that you will take 2 harm, but effectively keep everybody else safe from being taken down by any of these monsters on your way in.
Sweet.
Dr. Mori and Lieutenant Faire, what do you have to add?
So if we're going in attempting to be undetected, right?
Mhm.
So I can give sneaky, which is when you attack from ambush or from behind, inflict +2 harm.
Love it. So everybody mark that.
Okay.
Just
So
write that down.
our first attack would have a +2.
And then our divine leader.
Hi.
Captain in action.
I would like to donate Cast Out Evil.
Ooh, you fancy.
So, yeah. So it says you may banish an unnatural creature from your presence. Roll plus tough. If I get a 10 plus, it is banished.
Mhm.
On a 7 to 9, it takes a little while for the banishing to take effect. The creature has time to make 1 or 2 actions. Either way, the banished creature is unharmed, and you have no control over where it goes. This move can be used on unnatural hunters, the monstrous, venomous. Something is keeping it there. That's bad.
Love it. Go ahead and make your roll.
Seven.
7? What was the
You
7?
do
Mm-hmm.
have luck.
Um.
I think Alexi spent like 3 luck already today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's fun. They say until I literally tally all of their luck and make it the 3rd episode.
Right.
It's just dealing with all the bullshit that you've caused yourselves.
All
Oops,
of our
You know
luck-
what?
Like mine actually did go off too.
It's the consequences of our own actions.
Oh
I'm
my
going for it.
gosh. Okay,
I'm doing the luck.
alright.
So it is bad.
What I will say, as far as this goes, is there's lots of monsters around, and they are entities in and of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, because you turned it into a 12, there's a lot of combat that you guys kind of skip on your way in. Because Allison manages to kind of just like look at them. There's a divine burst, and they just kind of blip out of existence. You don't know where they went. You don't know what kind of repercussions that might have.
Oh dear.
Sounds like a
But-
problem for future us.
Right.
But it's a thing. And
Allison just so good looking, they scare everybody off. Got it.
yeah. Like, that's what it is.
Oh, that's great.
Allison just walks forward and goes like, and they just disappear.
Finger guns?
This just
goes-
bites your lip.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's basically what Kippley does. Kippley kind of just walks in and like,
It's kind of like it flexes a little bit.
there's like
just
like
like
flexes
Stop her
a little
sweat.
bit. There's like a laser rifle situation, and like she'll just walk in and like pew pew instantly, like it goes through the head, they collapse, it's wild.
Bead of sweat with lining the face so perfectly.
God!
Zoom in,
Ah!
zoom back
Yeah.
out. But you make it into this old base stronghold type thing. None of this is written in any languages that you guys know. It's wild.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely it's like maze-like. The reason that they had this place as a stronghold, as the Slayers, was because it was really hard to get into. With your particular set of skills and willingness to fight for each other and the power of friendship at all.
For most of us.
Yeah. You do manage to kind of like fight your way in. There are several moments that are gonna require some rolls. The first one I would like is everybody roll act under pressure. As walls are shifting, changing, there's several cases where you are literally trying to roll underneath a door as it slams closed.
Can I just use a luck
Uh,
point?
Yeah, I rolled
Cool.
the 4, so that's gonna be another luck for me.
Please keep track of this.
That is a
My
10 for
luck.
me.
My luck special is when you spend a luck, pick an aspect of the current situation. The keeper will tell you what other conspiracies that aspect connects to.
Ooh. Okay. Pick an aspect.
So, I guess I want to know about the creatures.
The creatures,
what
like
all they
the
connect to.
aliens? The aliens or the slayers?
Yeah. The aliens, I think.
Okay. There's so many conspiracy theories. There's literally theories that these aliens have bred humanity to be more docile. That like they're actually the intelligence behind breeding humanity to be dumb and follow orders and shit. I will not tell you the validity of that, but that's definitely a conspiracy theory that you know of and seems legit.
Alright, I'll take it.
Fair.
There's conspiracies that these Displacer-morphs hide in the sewers. There's conspiracies that every planet that's ever been mined, these Displacer-morphs have shown up. It's rife with mythology. Mythology and creative storytelling.
Duly noted.
What did everybody else roll?
Mine was a luck 12.
Yours was also luck. Alexi, did you use luck as well? Or did you roll something? What'd you roll?
You're not gonna use luck?
4?
Amazing.
See, I didn't use luck in our last game because I forgot it existed, so...
Alexi's just stacking up luck over there.
I mean, Lex is
No.
literally just like 3 away from doomed.
Yeah.
Probably.
3 away from
Yeah, I'm 3 away from Doom.
Oh, actually?
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I've been
Literally.
keeping track of everybody's usage.
Yeah.
I
You
got a
have?
10.
Damn. I respect it.
So, because you have Kippley, and because of all of the other high numbers, for now, you have this moment, Allison, where you are lagging behind and are about to get squished between the wall, like the floor, my bad, the floor. I was gonna say the wall, but like under your feet. That's called a floor.
A wall, but
Yes,
under your
the
feet.
down wall. The down
The
wall.
down
yes,
wall.
I understand,
Yeah.
I understand that one.
That's called a floor.
The bottom wall.
The floor and this big kind of like column that's sealing off the tunnel, and you just see not only your life but like all of their lives flash before your eyes, and then they pull you out and you look up at these people, and it's weirdly like Nikki has her good hand wrapped around your arm. Octavia has your other arm, and even Dr. Mori like reached down and like grabbed the back of like the gun knife, something that you have strapped onto you, and just yanked. And all of these people, you look up and it's like these people right now are the reason you did not get crushed. The only reason.
I just look up and I'm like, I need to change my pants.
No time, let's go.
Love it.
Okay.
Time.
There's an interesting smell following you guys now. The second thing.
Little
Great.
squish in a boot.
The second thing that I will need from you is a tough roll, because you are fighting a few things as you walk through there, and I will give you the +2 from Dr. Mori's sneaky.
It'll be a 13.
Dope.
I needed that +2. That's a 7.
The +2's to harm though.
You just keep
Oh,
it.
that's.
I promise. I have
Okay. Okay.
reasons.
Alright.
Reasons.
I got 11. You're great. You're good.
Yeah.
I believe in you. Just making sure. Got an 11.
Alexi.
Alexi.
Based on that face, she stabs
Oh no,
herself.
you're a 15. Get out of here.
15.
Go away. Go
15?
away.
That is wild.
15.
Christ.
Yeah.
Damn. And I forget, like, 15's like average, like good average in DD. So I'm like, that's great. And I was like, oh wait, no, that's actually almost impossible in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Right.
In this game, 15 is like the 30 of
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
42
Yeah.
on a stealth check.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this time, it's Nikki who is having issues adjusting to only having one arm.
I can't punch as good. Leave me alone.
Yeah, like
Make it
it's a
sense.
whole thing.
Make sense.
It's a whole thing. You're definitely thinking of ways to fix it when you get back to the ship. If you ever get back to the ship.
If we ever get back.
In that
Or if we
may
live
be
here like
why
Kippley.
you keep missing aliens as you're running. It's a whole thing. But all of you leave just like bodies.
You know, this makes sense. Nikki is left-handed, and that's the side that I canonically thought that the thing was on.
Mhm.
I'm not right-handed.
There you go. Shooting with your offhand.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And the last thing that I want is a sharp roll.
Sharp roll.
Cool.
Sharp.
Damn it, Lexi.
You're navigating mazes, relying on each other.
Whales.
Can we do another tough roll, please?
Nope.
Damn it.
This is smarts, brains.
I'm not-
So I know I'm the doctor, but I'm not smart.
You have practical knowledge. Smart is different than why. Like you've got the wisdom, not the.
Yeah, you have
Intelligence.
the calm under pressure that you need for surgery with your
Yeah.
cool.
I
That's
That's what
cool,
you
but
got.
that doesn't help me right now with a 4.
That does not help you right now. It does not help me either with a 5.
Whoop.
I got 12.
I
4, 5, 6.
But I level up.
There you go. The Kippley
Y'all.
doesn't need a roll because Kippley is an NPC. Therefore, Kippley does what I say they do, and they succeeded, so that's nice.
Level up.
But there's definitely several portions to this maze, and some of like these air vents and stuff that you go through, and some of these crushing walls that you duck under that are very confusing. And I'm gonna say
Think.
overall, the time that it takes you to get through this maze is slow.
I think Dr. Mori is the only one that like keeps her wits about it, like more so tracking like, oh, this is cool. This is very interesting. Wonder how they did this.
Yeah, that's fair. But weirdly, the hangar with the ship in it is empty. Now, everything on this ship, about this ship, is not even... It's like there's not even written language. It's just... It seems very reminiscent of bio life. But it's metallic. But there's an entrance. And it looks like it's in working order. Kippley points. There it is. Get over there. We gotta get off this planet.
Can I?
Insight check.
I was actually
Like,
gonna.
insight check.
Can I try to read a bad situation?
Oh,
with my super shitty sharp. Let's see how this goes.
You know, you can have other people can roll the help action.
Actually, that's fine. That's a 10 because I rolled an 11.
There you go.
Okay, so I can ask 3. The first one I'm gonna ask: are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
There are, not that you haven't noticed. I'm pulling up the rules again. Sorry. You gather that you're not going to be completely scot-free as soon as you get into the ship. There's going to be more of a fight. Like, there's going to be something. There's no way it's this easy. But immediately it doesn't appear that there's anything that's going to hurt you right now.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna hold my other 2 for now.
Okay.
And get on the ship.
We following?
Sure.
Yeah.
It is... You pile onto the ship. Figure out how to get to a control panel. And it almost seems like it's responds to you being there in it. It seems to shift the way that you interact with the ship to fit what you would expect from any ship you've ever been on. So even though you can't read any buttons, it works. Like, you know, based on like flying in several ships of several different makes, that this lever is going to close the door, that this is going to start the engines, that this is going to do X, Y, or Z. And it's weird, the intelligence there.
Ooh.
Super sus. And as you take off, and the tunnel opens out before you, you see this alien creature that looks very much like the Displacer-morphs you've seen thus far. but it has this crest. And it is like 20 times the size of all of the smaller ones. Kippley mans a gun and shoots everything that this ship has at it. You hear an unearthly screech. And it doesn't... It seems like it's gone. But as you make it out into space, there's something lagging. You're not entirely out of this yet. That alien queen is trying to get into the cargo hold. But that's where we're gonna leave it. Until the next time Mach 4 comes back.
Uh-oh.
One day, Danny, you'll get to murder me.
One day. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna feed you to the queen.
Oh yeah, good luck with that.
Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow.
One day.
One day.
But one day.
Fun.
Who
It's a
knows? Maybe
prolonged
you won't even want to
era.
kill her as much then, though. Strange.
I doubt it.
That is fair.
She literally only saved Nikki because she thought it would be more entertaining if she killed her herself. So,
Sure.
you know,
But she's also very manipulative.
she's not a good person.
She's also
Yeah,
very
she is.
manipulative. Stick around, fellow friends, because we are going to try out this raiding thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna make an attempt.
We're gonna make an attempt and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, stick around. And thank you so much for watching. And come back next time to see what else happens with these space cadets. Because even though I'm doing one shots, I guess I've decided that I'm doing seasons.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Seasons, let's
series.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. Next week will be Gay Pirates, I think, right?
Yeah, pirates.
So, up
Gay
here
Pirates.
on Tuesday night, same time, same place, to see
Also, if you
a
want to watch Braz play,
bunch
you
of.
want on Thursday.
Oh yeah! Also that I play games. I do that. And then there's always Sunset on Wednesdays, and then
Mhm.
Not this Wednesday.
Tales does Tales.
and then there's
on
always that's what I play in on
Thursdays.
Thursday, and then there's
TPK on Friday.
TPK on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Busy week for you guys. Go watch stuff.
Go watch
Watch
stuff,
things.
man.
Yeah.
Yatta.
Watch things.